Hello, I'm Steve Hebrock. There are several reasons why you may be interested in learning more about hoof care. Maybe you're a horse owner frustrated with the hoof care you're currently receiving. Maybe you think your horse's feet should look better than they do, or his movement isn't what you think it could and should be. Or maybe your horse is experiencing some specific foot or foot care related problem like navicular disease or laminitis, or just has plain bad looking and sensitive feet with flat soles, stretched white lines, or maybe perpetual flaring or abscessing. Or you could be just tired of depending on someone else, somebody who maybe doesn't return phone calls or show up on time, or just doesn't seem to have the hoof care answers you feel like you're paying for and deserve. If any of that sounds familiar and you're interested in learning correct, science-based natural hoof care, keep listening because we know we can help you and your horse. Now, there's absolutely no question that there's but one correct way, and many, many incorrect ways, to trim a horse's feet. And that one correct way is the way nature has repeatedly shown us to produce sound, healthy hooves. And by understanding how, and more importantly why, nature produces the hoof it does, which means understanding not only the physical forces at work on every hoof, but the other factors that affect hoof function and form, like diet, social pressures, and the environment itself. It's entirely possible for a horse to have properly functioning feet that will allow him to move his best and keep him sound his entire life. And we know this to be true because we've not only trimmed over 60,000 feet, but we're also trained technical educators who've been teaching university-level hoof care to people from more than 13 countries for over 25 years, with positive results on horses of every type, involved in every discipline, and having every imaginable problem. We've designed our Hoof Care for Horse Owners workshop to be as comprehensive as possible. You'll not only learn proper trimming theory and technique, but a whole host of other useful and practical skills as well, like how to select and use and care for the tools used in trimming. We'll discuss anatomy and do a lower leg and foot dissection to help you understand those complex interrelationships between the various parts of the hoof and leg. You'll learn about those other factors I mentioned that affect hoof function and form, including how to plan a proper diet for your horse. We'll talk about the various pathologies that affect horses' feet and how to manage them and prevent them. How to identify improper hoof forms that occur because of improper trimming. How hoof form is affected by asymmetries in the horse's body and asymmetries in the rider's seat. Some simple techniques for evaluating hoof care by visual observation and by listening to footfall. How to select, measure for, and fit hoof boots. And we'll also show you how to sharpen your tools and pull shoes, and we'll have a couple of special sessions with live horses where you'll learn about proper horse and trimmer body position and how to train your horse to readily pick up and keep up his feet for trimming. And you'll also have the opportunity for a personalized consultation about your horse and his specific issues. But most important, you'll have lots of one-on-one time with us to learn proper hoof trimming in the only way possible, and that's through direct experience. One of the things we've learned in all these years of teaching hoof care is that you cannot learn this remotely. Bugs. We have yet to see a single person who learned online or from a DVD or a book do a proper trim. Not a single one. Because in spite of the overwhelming majority of people believing, and therefore teaching, that trimming is simply a series of steps able to be reduced to numbers or measurements, those of us who truly understand trimming know that it's highly dependent on the individual horse, and it's all about the look and the feel of the tissues of the foot as they're being trimmed. And that's why there's just no substitute possible for in-person learning. So if any of this sounds interesting, consider joining us for this 4-day workshop at the White Stallion Ranch in Tucson in late September. We also have a lecture-only option for those who want all the theory content but aren't interested in or maybe able to do the actual trimming. The White Stallion Ranch has given us a fantastic bed and breakfast rate that also will allow you to bring along a companion or friend to enjoy the ranch while you're at the workshop. But please keep in mind that to ensure the best possible learning experience for everyone, we've limited the number of new students to only 12. Plus, rooms at the ranch are filling up fast. So check out our website for all the details and come join us. I guarantee both you and your horse will be glad you did.